John Smith. He's with our extension office out of College Station. I don't know if this gentleman here wants me to introduce him or not. This is David Rodriguez, my extension agent here in San Antonio. Radio personality, WORI every Saturday morning.
And we just finished the 4-H vegetable show. So after this great presentation, inside to the right, you can look at how these 6-year-old kids can grow beautiful vegetables. And I know everyone has a spring garden right now. So please do visit after this. We appreciate that.
Okay. We have an education program. We teach this class twice a year, once in the spring, once in the fall. The class is about 50 hours. It's 13 weeks long. It's normally taught on a Wednesday afternoon. We started another one this fall, September. It'll be at Cherry Ridge Road, which is Interstate 10 in Callahan. I guarantee you the cost is $200. That comes out to about $4 an hour for education, and I don't know anybody in here can show me where you can get education for $4 an hour. I don't care where it is. I haven't seen it that cheap.
Not at A&M.
Not at A&M.
And the one you get is worth more than $200.
Right. You also get a manual. You get taught by some of the best people across this section of the country. We cover plant diseases. We cover trees. We cover fruits and nuts and vegetables and bugs and rainwater and all kinds of stuff. I took a count the other day. We have 4 PhDs teaching different parts of the courses. And I don't know where else you can go for $200 and get a PhD in teaching. Maybe one course, but we got 4 different courses taught by PhDs. And some are well known in their field. These are gentlemen that are quoted every day in the thing. There's some flyers over here on that. Pretty self-explanatory on there. The website on there. If you're interested in this, I suggest you get your application in. We only accept 35 people. We have to keep it there because we have a limited size on the location that we're using. It's a lot of fun. Talking to the master gardener for recent years about this is really just a lot of fun. Okay, sales pitch over. Oh, sorry. Okay, everybody got this, right? That means they're not in the raffle either. Okay. All right. This sheet you got here is put together by Wilbur Schmidt, one of my helpers, not my helpers, but one of my cohorts. This piece of paper here, she's the back row. She and I condensed a lot of information off the internet stuff. This one pager, if you just walked away with this one pager, there's enough information on here or where to go that you can get going where you want to go. Okay? There's no suppliers on here. But it'll also tell you on the back page here, take the square foot of your house. And you take that, it'll tell you how to figure out how much rain you can get off that roof. You got a 2,000 square foot house, 1 inch of rain, I can get 1,000 gallons of water off that roof. 1,000 gallons of water. So I'll start multiplying that times 32. We're talking a lot of water. Yes, I know we haven't rained this year, but my location, I've had 3 inches of rain since January 1. That means, well, I'm not going to sit here and do the math. It's too hard here. What else we got in here? There's a lot of do's and don'ts on it. The front page has got a very basic water collection system using the gutters on that. I'll just touch on some of that here. One of the biggest problems we have with gutters here is leaves. And what this is a device. Your gutter will sit up here on top. The gutter sits up here. The leaves sprinkle out there. Your water goes straight on through and comes out the bottom. So you got clean water. There's another device, and I don't have a representation here. It's called the first flush. And what it does is take a certain amount of the water off the roof and run it into a separate tank before it fills up your other tank, because there's a lot of bird droppings and stuff on the roof that you want to get rid of. Now I'm talking more if you're going to use it for inside or something like that. I'm not. It's up to you how clean you want to go. You can run with leaves in them if you want to. It's up to you. There's another one of these leaf things. You people from up north will probably recognize this thing. It's normally put down the ground when you run the water off your houses up north. They run them into French drains. This is to keep the leaves out of city drains. This here was about $10. That's $80. So you can take your choice.
Where do you get those?
This came from waterproof.com. It's called Manufacturing Basement Water Control Product. But this would work too as a leak reporter. It's not going to work as good as that one, but I think it'll work as good for the difference in price.
Where's that one come from?
This one comes, this is called Leaf Eater. This is called a Leaf Eater. It comes from Australia. All right, where's the tag on? It comes from Australia, and I don't know where to tell you to get it. I got it from a wholesaler. It's a nice unit. It can be painted. This plastic can be painted. The black probably isn't. This plastic has been made to be painted. What we found is people in Australia are way ahead of us on this stuff. Okay, another item. Mary, I hope you know you're up next. This is what I call. This is the pump. This is like the pump I use. I've got a 6-barrel system. This is called a dirty water pump. Some is called sump pumps. It's called a dirty water pump. You get this at your local box store, but if you're cheap like me, it's called Harbor Freight. Most of the gentlemen here know what Harbor Freight is. The reason you need a dirty pump is so the dirt at the bottom doesn't get sucked up in your pump. That's what this does. You can also do the same thing, I think, by putting a brick in the bottom of the tank too. And this has a float switch on it, so when your tank goes dry, you don't burn your pump up. Because all submergible pumps have to have water or they're going to burn up, and I guarantee you they will burn up. Real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. Mary. Yeah, here. This is Mary Commandis. This is one of my co-art. She and I have trained together. I'll let her explain this.
This is a concrete bath. You can make them different sizes, different shapes. This particular one I use for butterflies. The reason is butterflies will drown if it's too deep. So what I did is I got a rectangular container such as a cat litter container. You can use a 5-gallon container. You cut the bottom out, you cut the top 5 inches off. You line it, plastic bag, mix some concrete, about half a bag. You put it in there. The hardest part is bending the tube. Bring it all the way out to the bottom. Here's the hose. This is an emitter. This is a connection to the hose. This is connected to a rain barrel. It keeps the water flowing through the emitter, different speeds. And what I did is I used a styrofoam plate. I weighted it down with a rock. Before it set, I quickly pulled, and that's why it leaves different little impressions. Quick, easy way to give water to the butterflies, birds, squirrels, whatever. But it runs off of rainwater, or I guess city water if you have to. Real quick, easy project for the kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. It's also heavy too. All right. Okay, we're gonna get started here. So I keep moving stuff from blowing away. Okay, this is a standard food grade barrel. These particular ones had tomato paste in them. So if you get one and smell tomatoes, I don't want to hear about it. I don't know where they came from. I have no. What I recommend is you get that. My crew's leaving me.